Module 1, Entrepreneur. In this module, you'll learn to design your profile as an entrepreneur. To do so, you'll have to define who you are, what you are good at, and what you want to achieve using two tools: the 4 dimensions of a business idea and the fertile ground. This module is meant for you to brainstorm on the business idea that aligns the most with who you are. If we tried to think of a good idea, we wouldn't have been able to think of a good idea. You just have to find a solution for a problem in your own life. What are some of the great strengths of great entrepreneurs? They are able to handle uncertainty, they have energy, courage, and persistence. They possess a network, social capital, and competences. A good business idea has 4 dimensions. It's a good match between an idea and personal ambition. It's a good match between an idea and your own competences. It's well defined, and it also has a proven business model. The first step of this module will be to define who you are, what you would like to do, and what you can do. Take a look at this pie and ask yourself these questions. What are your interests, hobbies? What motivates you? What can you do better than others? How come you're better at it than others? And what resources do you have? What are you good at? Who do you know, and what are they good at? What do you want to be, and what do you want to achieve? Pause the video and take the time to answer these questions. Really reflect on them and try to come up with as many answers as you can. Passion. If you feel like there's something out there that you are supposed to be doing, if you have a passion for it, then stop wishing and just do it. Identifying your passion will allow for your idea or service to be authentic and resonate with your customers. Passions can be divided into 3 categories: your private passions, like your hobbies; your professional passions, or energizers; and your personal passions, or causes that you care for. Pause the video and take the time to answer these questions. Ambition. Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. Try to visualize who you'd like to be in 10 years. Pause the video and try to answer these questions. Competencies. Our potential is one thing, what we do with it is quite another. What is your background? What are your skills? And what do you know? Which languages do you speak? Pause the video and take the time to answer these questions. Competitive advantage. When it comes to how we fare in the marathon of life, effort counts tremendously. What makes you different from others? What networks do you have? What markets do you know? Have you built credibility? If so, where? Pause the video and take your time to answer these questions. Your fertile ground is the starting point of your entrepreneurial journey. Mix your passions, ambitions, competitive advantage, and competences to come up with your fertile ground. It's not an easy exercise, so take your time. Try to remember the dimensions to a good business idea and use them. Have a look at this example. In this example, 3 different ventures are listed: house flipping, helping young artists break out in the industry, and the restaurant business. The first venture is a well-defined personal aspiration. The second one is a match between a business idea and a personal aspiration. Finally, the third one is a proven business model. The fertile ground exercise consists in identifying the pains within each of those ventures and then selecting the one that you're the most comfortable with. For example, In the house flipping business, getting a real estate license might be a pain. Building a network, buying, renovating, advertising, and then selling houses might also be a pain. Helping young artists breaking out in the music industry, a pain that you might find could be finding good talent or organizing management. Whilst in the restaurant business, the pains that you will encounter can be location, licenses, or starting up costs. Pause the video and take the time to define your fertile ground. Try out these tools and identify what kind of entrepreneur you are. This is the end of the first module. Try out the tools shared in the video and remember this motto. Don't believe, test.